On this episode of TFL Truck, I want to find out what it's like to go cross-country in a modified heavy-duty diesel.
I'm really looking forward to this. We're taking a big loaf of bread, thousands of miles to the southern border in this beautiful 2022 Ram Cummins truck that has been highly modified with a lift and big tires.
So here's what we're doing. We're starting in Boulder. Let's show what we have. Starting in Boulder, Colorado, we're going down, taking I-70 west, and we want to do an MPG loop. So we've tested this Ram Cummins stock, empty.
Yeah.
We've tested it towing in stock form.
A skid steer once.
Yeah, but now we're towing our Aluma trailer, and we have the Soviet van. This is a 1991 UAZ 452, codenamed Buhanka. Buhanka means a loaf of bread.
A loaf of bread.
And we're going to take these down all the way to Arizona, like you said.
Tasty loaf of bread.
Yeah, it's very nice.
Yeah, it is.
But we're using it as ballast right now.
And we're weighing total about 15,500, somewhere in there.
Yes, the trailer is about 6,500 pounds with the van. And we have a 3-inch lift, a BDS lift. We have 37s. We have KMC, we have LU cabin, we have BFGs.
Man, these weigh 100 and some pounds a piece.
Yeah,
right
about
there.
105 pounds a piece.
Yeah.
So we have Fox shocks, and the nose is pretty tall, dude. So the nose,
Yeah.
you could see
this
how
thing is high.
we have a high profile.
You could get. How do you even check the oil on this, Andre?
You don't need to check the oil because this is perfect. So let's jump in, let's go to Sinclair and let's fill up.
Let's do it. Hey, Frank.
So guys, Alex is behind the camera and this is Frank.
Come here, buddy. Come sit back here.
So Frank, there's 3 of us on this journey. So you're seeing this in...
4.
4?
Yeah,
I'm so sorry.
Don't leave out
Forget
Frank.
me.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So you're kind of seeing it in real time because we're actually on our way down, but we want to do this fuel efficiency run at the same time.
Using the Sinclair fuel that we always do.
Yeah. We're thankful to be working, to have Sinclair as one of our partners. Mm-hmm. And they have a lot of fueling stations across the western states and some not so western states. Mm-hmm. And we just need to put a dash of diesel, top it off. And Sinclair has fuel additives, cleaners, right? So to keep your fuel system nice and fresh.
Yeah.
And even for diesels too, not just for gasoline.
And look, we got a bay open right here for us.
Oh, but there's a Mini.
Oh, I hope the Mini doesn't cut in front of us here.
There's always a Mini. Is that Tommy driving?
Don't take our spot.
No. So,
I'd love coming to Sinclair just because of the dinosaur.
yes, there's always a dinosaur.
All my grandkids would be climbing on that right now.
And also, dude, there's an app. It's called DinoPay that they have, and you could look up stations across, your area, and it'll tell you exactly the fuel cost, so you can pick the most affordable one.
Oh, nice.
And also save money.
What are we paying today, anyway?
Well, it's like $4 here. This is Boulder.
Yeah. So it is $4.79.
Woo!
Yeah, almost back
sorry.
up to 5 again.
Yeah, this is. But check it out. If you get the app, you can get at least 10 cents off
Sweet.
per gallon.
So we're paying $4.69.
Yeah. So, hold on. Let me do this first. So let's talk about some of the numbers that we've had. We took this truck. Sorry. Oh.
Well, it's got 14,000 miles on it, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it does.
Since you bought it.
Capless system. Sorry. So this truck is about a year old now. There you go. It's about a year old. When it was about 2 months old, we did a unladen, stock, fully stock, Cummins diesel, stock tires, stock suspension, stock everything. We did our standard MPG loop. We went from Boulder up I-76.
Which is flat.
which is flat. And what did we get?
19.4.
Yeah, 19.4. Even though the trip meter was very optimistic back then.
Yeah, I was 22.
23-ish.
23,
Yeah. So this truck, and it wasn't broken in, by the way.
No.
At like 5,000 miles, it goes through like this stage where the engine breaks in, and then it gets better and better over time.
Mm-hmm.
So it's broken in.
And then I pulled a very long trailer. The trailer weighed at least 4,000 with a skid steer on it, the company skid steer that we bought in Aurora. And we got 11.4, pretty much.
Towing
just
a much
flat.
heavier trailer.
Much heavier trailer. I was probably, total, probably 12,000 pounds.
Yeah, but lower profile. You know, that skid steer is not as
Yeah.
tall as this van,
Yeah.
right?
Well, the van's pretty aerodynamic.
Well, as a loaf of bread can be.
Yeah.
So we're gonna top off like we always
So
do.
it'll be interesting to see what we do, because today, not only are we going up the pass, but it's a very windy day. I mean, it's like blowing 30, 40 miles an hour straight this way.
But here's what I want to find out, like how far can we go on one tank? Because this is 31 gallons, right? What do you think? What's your bet on MPG?
I'm guessing it's going to be somewhere around 10. Climbing a mountain against the wind.
But we also need to come down the mountain also.
But I mean, when we fill, we're probably going to make it where? Grand Junction? Where do you think we'll have to fill up?
How about that goal? Get to Grand Junction, which is about 250 miles away.
Uh-huh.
And I'm betting over 10. I'm going to say 11.
I'm going to stick with 10.
All right, well, let's get on the road and we'll give you another update. Well, David, we're on top of the world. This is the Ike Gauntlet or Eisenhower-Johnson tunnels.
About ready to come out.
Yep.
The other side.
So we are at the Continental Divide. So we've been climbing, but now we're going to go downhill.
Yeah, but not only have we been climbing, but the wind, I'm going to estimate, was blowing about 60 miles an hour.
Holy.
Yeah.
You know, during the windy sections, I could see the hood
bouncing.
like bounce and vibrating.
Part of the trip was to have it a crosswind, and then since we've been climbing, we've been heading straight into the wind. So and we had a little stop and go right before we got to the tunnel. So our fuel mileage may have suffered tremendously.
Well, but now we're getting down. This is the downhill of the Ike Gauntlet. We call it the world's toughest towing test because of elevation, steepness, all the elements, right?
Yep.
We have President's Day traffic on the other side.
Everybody coming back from their 4-day weekend skiing.
Yeah, but I wanted to ask you this, because the Cummins, Ram Cummins, this truck, is a really great towing machine when it's stock.
Yeah.
Did we ruin it by lifting it?
No. I felt, especially we had a 60 mile an hour cross tread going right at the base of the flat irons in Boulder.
Yeah.
And it was really stable. I was quite impressed because the Bahunka's not all that small itself, plus the Alumacab. There's a lot of wind catching this rig right now, and it did really well. So, I was impressed.
And that's what I found too. First of all, the big tires don't seem to slow down.
Maybe
the Cummins.
they even helped.
Maybe they even helped. Yes, because they're a little bit wider, right?
Yeah, our footprint's a lot wider.
And so, still plenty of power. When I was driving this truck over the weekend, etc., stability is still there. Yeah. Comfort is still there, right?
Oh yeah.
So this is still a comfortable truck. Our fuel efficiency, so we've gone about 80 miles-ish, give or take, since we started.
And anybody that's ever driven this road knows that there are points that this grade is at 6-7%.
7%
coming up. And so our Banks tuner here, it's not really a tuner, it's just
it's a gauge.
An analysis.
Yeah.
Told us that many times we were at 100% of our potential.
Yeah.
So we were hammered down for quite a ways.
Yeah, so we were using a lot of throttle climbing. But now we're not using much throttle. I mean, our load is at 0 right now.
Yeah, we're using the exhaust brake now.
Exhaust brake is on, tow haul mode is on. How much fuel have we used in about 80 miles?
We're just over 3/4 of a tank, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
So maybe we used a quarter approximately, maybe.
Yeah, not even.
So if that means a 320 mile range, I would say that's really acceptable for a big diesel truck like this.
And we're pushing 16,000 pounds total.
Yeah.
With us three Well, 4 of us with the dog in here.
Yeah. Well, I think Frank fell asleep, actually.
Did he?
He's tired.
That means
He doesn't want to listen to us.
that means my driving's pretty good.
You're pretty smooth. So yeah. So now the exhaust brake is on.
Yeah.
How are you feeling on this gauntlet going down?
So I'm on my 3rd brake application right there,
Okay.
mainly because the car in front of me is having brake applications.
Well, that's a rental. I see those license plates.
And I'm off of the brake right now.
Yeah.
So it's doing, very controlled, super controlled.
All right. Well, that's good news. I'm really happy that the truck, we didn't ruin it right by lifting it.
No.
And actually maybe improve the comfort a little bit. And the Fox shocks are adjustable, so we can
Right.
make them a little bit softer or a little stiffer if we really wanted to.
And there's not a whole lot of bouncy bounce, even with the lift and the shocks. It's been really stable this way.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
no porpoising, like
Yeah.
the trailer like
Yeah.
pushing you around,
Uh-huh.
right?
Like you're flopping.
Yeah. And that's why you want a heavy duty truck, right? If we were in like a Ram 1500, right, something light duty, or an F-150 or something like this, this type of load would really stress that truck.
Oh yeah.
The heavy duty, is kind of built for this. Heavier frame, heavier chassis,
And the exhaust brake.
and the exhaust
Which
brake
is
on the
huge.
diesel. Yeah. All right, so how about this? Let's keep going. Like, we want to make it to Grand Junction, right? At least, maybe?
I think we should have plenty of fuel.
Yeah, so let's do that. We're going to check in with you one more time once we get, low on fuel, and we'll show you exactly how much fuel we used. All right, dude, so we did that gauntlet.
Yeah.
But this is Vail Pass.
Vail Pass. I kind of feel fortunate that we actually got behind these 2 snow plows. Pulling this trailer, I'm actually comfortable just sitting right here.
And you're not doing any manual shifting, right? The truck just working by itself, right?
I haven't hit the brake. Yet going down.
And our gear selector is showing 3rd gear.
Although I'm about ready to because they're slowing down.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try not to.
I don't know if they're spraying any, mag chloride or sand.
So
or
the one on
salt.
the left has got sand, and the one on the left has got on the right has got mag chloride.
So either way, we're going to be rusty. Either
We're
salt.
either gonna have a cracked windshield or rusted brakes.
Yeah. No. Anyways, so this drive is a little hairy, a little bit, but not bad. I mean, we could have been stuck on ice, right?
Yeah. No, like I said, sometimes when you're pulling a trailer, it's more comfortable to be behind the snow plow than in front of him.
Yeah. All right. Well, it looks like we will be able to get through this and then keep going.
Yeah.
All right, David. Can you believe it? Not only did we switch drivers magically
En route.
en route, but we have arrived in Fruita, Colorado, and it's been, let's see, David, we went 263 miles according to GPS.
Okay.
So that's precise.
You're right.
Oh, Frank.
Hey,
Hey, Frank.
here's Frank. Everybody, this is our lap dog right here.
He's our
making the trip with us.
He's our overland dog.
We've become good friends.
So let's see how many gallons we take in, huh?
Yeah.
Hi, Frank. That's your papa. That's your papa over there. Okay. Frank, stay for a while. Okay. So David drove a while. I drove a little while. So we switched. Both times the truck was super stable, super solid. There was a moment where we hit some rolling kind of rollers, and it was a little bumpy, not too bad. The price here is $289, so almost the same as Boulder.
$489.
Yeah, 40.
What did I say?
$289. We saw it cheaper.
$289.
We saw it for $429, but we couldn't stop there.
Yes. Don't show my zip code, okay? I don't want people to see that. But 263 miles? Is that what I said?
I think that's what you said, something like
Okay.
that. Or 268.
Do you want to do the honors?
Okay, sure.
I'm gonna check my mileage. Yeah, 263.
Did you punch the button? All right, punch the button.
Okay.
Okay, now we're good.
So what would you say, David? I mean, this is still a solid towing truck.
Yeah, I mean, it seemed like if I was light on the pedal, I mean, you can really mash the pedal coming up over the top of the mountains. So
And we had to actually a couple times
yeah.
to keep up.
passing trucks and
Yeah.
whatnot. Sometimes I was at 100% full on. So I don't know. I'm still sticking with my 10 miles to the gallon. How about you?
And I'm going higher. I like my 11.
Do you?
So what does that mean? 260 divided by 10.
By 10, it'd be
26 gallons.
26. And if it's 11, it'd probably be like 24.
So
something.
the gallons are ticking. The gallons are tick,
Yeah.
tick, tock, tick, tock. Let me just set this. Can you?
Okay. That way it's
Sometimes pumps,
Consistent.
different pumps work differently. But this is just off the highway. This is pretty nice.
It was. Yeah, it's a good spot to fuel up. What I was impressed with is these big tires, how well they grip the road. I mean, I felt like even in all that wind, this
And
thing,
the moisture. We had some
Yeah.
melting snow,
yeah,
snow plows.
behind the snow plows.
And by the way, if you look at these tires from a distance, they don't look that big because this truck is so large.
But up
they're
close,
they're 37s
they're like 12 wide too, or 13.
or 12 and a half.
12 and a half.
I think 12 and a half.
They're big. They're huge.
How's the Buhanka faring? Can we
Yeah,
look at that?
I checked the straps. It got dirty, Andre. Look at this. Poor thing. It's filthy.
Well, before we hit the trail, we may have to wash this puppy.
Yeah, you can't be driving in Moab looking like this.
Or Devil's Highway.
You have an image to keep up.
But the trailer, okay, it's been working pretty good. That's all good. Oh, it's getting close to 22 gallons, dude. Check it out.
Oh. It's
Ooh.
sounding like it's gonna pop. I can hear it. You know that sound?
Okay, now we have to wait 30 seconds.
Okay.
Because we always double click. You know, a lot of you comment and say, oh, you're overfilling tanks, you're destroying fuel system. Well, no, we're just trying to let it settle and just top it
natural.
off. Just top it off a little bit.
Yeah. I think you're gonna win though. It's almost 24 gallons. And I doubt if it'll take another 0.5.
What does Frank think?
Frank, what do you think?
He's
How
saying
much?
12. He likes 12 mpg. He said 12.
Did you start your timer?
No.
Okay.
Are you counting?
Yeah, I'm at 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. You do this again?
Yeah,
Oh.
bam.
Oh. Yeah,
Okay.
you won. I concede.
All right, so let me do this. 263 miles divided by 24.116 equals.
You
Oh!
won.
Yes,
Yeah,
what do
baby.
I win? It's 10.9. It's closer to my guess than yours.
So, yeah, I guess I could, your mattress was like this thick. I could share my other mattress with you.
Can you buy dinner?
I'll buy dinner.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, there you have it. The Ram lifted truck on big tires with a giant camper and a trailer still tows pretty well. By the way,
Yeah.
several years ago, I had a Ram similar to this, stock with a Hemi, the 6.4 liter. I towed my boat, which is about 6,000 pounds,
Yeah.
and I got 9.4-ish. And this is a lifted truck with big profile, with a bigger trailer, and
Good.
got 10.9.
Well,
So for towing, diesel is still king.
it is, especially with a big lift like this. I mean, these big tires, you really feel it on a gas truck. I mean, it makes a huge difference when you're taking off from start with the
Yeah.
big tires. Diesel doesn't even know it.
And by the way, guys, check us out. We also have an auction site, tflbids.com, oldtfl.com, for everything automotive, because we have 8 channels, 4 websites, 3 podcasts, but you could see it in one place at oldtfl.com and tflbids.com. Thank you very much.